to talk about a team that came away with a very big win, clinched the district championship with a win over previously unbeaten Sweetwater. Is the Monahans Lobos. And here to talk about his Lobos is the head coach of Monahans, Coach Mickey Owens. Coach, how are you?
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
How are things in beautiful Monahans?
Oh, we're right in the middle of Sand Hills. It's beautiful out here, So, retirement place.
It's a beautiful part of the country out there, and you guys are playing some beautiful football as well. You guys come away with a really impressive 19 to 16 win over a previously unbeaten Sweetwater squad. For you guys heading into that game, what was your message to your kids, knowing that you guys were going up against a team that was red hot and playing really well?
We've played Sweetwater for many years, and so it's over the years it's been a rivalry, and so our kids are ready to play. They weren't intimidated, but knew it was going to be a quality opponent. So we came out and played really well.
Your defense was especially good in this one, holding a normally very potent rushing attack for Sweetwater to just 175 yards on the ground. And this is kind of a stark difference from kind of the way you guys started. Your two losses, you guys give up 55 to a good 5A Canyon team, and you give up 43 to Andrews. What has changed defensively that has you guys kind of trending upward?
Well, we had quite a few injuries early in the year, and so we're kind of getting some of those guys back, and we had to replace quite a few on the defensive side, so we're starting to gel at the right time.
You guys certainly are. The 1916 win over Sweetwater is certainly nothing to apologize for. You guys got a great game once again from your running back. McAllister, Tylen. Thank you, Tylen McAllister. He runs for 152 yards and 2 touchdowns. This is just a continuation of a tremendous year for Tylen, just a junior. As a guy who gets to see him every day in practice, what can you tell us about your outstanding junior runner?
Well, Tylen works extremely hard. Last spring, light just kind of came on. He got into track, and it made him a lot faster, and he's really confident in his speed, and so. And our offensive line does a fabulous job of blocking up front, and Tylen has really good vision. And so it just kind of, with that combination, he's had a good year so far.
How worried are you about the fact that you guys aren't throwing the ball very well? I'm kidding, of course, because you guys run the ball so well with nearly 3,000 yards of offense. But it also seems like you guys, the passing game, we joke, you guys don't throw the ball a whole lot. You guys are a run-first offense. But it seems like when you need it, your passing game has been there. Dante Greiner, throws for enough yards to keep the defense honest. What's your philosophy as far as throwing the ball, knowing that you're only going to do it? If you're throwing the ball more than 10 times a game, things have kind of probably gotten away from you.
Yeah, well, that's no different than we've always done. Mm-hmm. We try to shorten the game, and so many spread offenses out there that want to score 50 to 60 points. So we try to shorten the game as much as we can. And Dante's a good passer. He can throw the football. We've got some receivers out there, but we just feel like that we just don't match up sometimes. We just want to keep their offenses off the field. So try to grind it out and use the clock to our advantage.
I want to ask you about a couple of your playmakers defensively. You guys have got a number of seniors that have really stepped up for you, guys like Ronan Williams, Devin Almanza, Seth Hogan on the defensive side. How important is it for you, as a guy who's seen a lot of good defenses and put together a lot of good defenses, how important is it to have that core of seniors leading the way?
Well, if you're going to grind it a little bit on the offensive side, you better have a real good defense to kind of coincide that. But I think our strength is probably our linebacker core, and with Ronan, he's kind of a drop-in linebacker type guy. Ish Marquez and Seth Hogan and Devin Almanza, those 4 guys really make a lot of plays for us. So I'm a defensive-minded guy, and so I know defense will win you more championships than the offense will. So we spend a lot of time on the defensive side.
We're talking with Mickey Owens, the head coach of the Monahans Lobos here on DCTF Live. Interview brought to you by Atavis Rugby Tackling. Get involved in the conversation, hashtag DCTF Live. Coach, I mean this in the nicest possible way. You've been around the block a little bit. You've been around this game long enough that I know that you can tell special teams from kind of ordinary teams. When you take a look at your squad that you've got this year, how does this stack up with some of the really strong Monahans teams we've seen you put together in the past?
we tell the kids that the great teams that when district starts change gears, and you can really see that. And then when the playoffs come along, they change gears again. Well, this team has kind of taken that and ran with it. District started, I thought we really changed gears, and in every district game we got better and better. Even the ones where we were supposed to win, we really dominated. So I can really see the chemistry, and it's exciting to see that because I've seen some teams in the past that get to the playoffs and really they're tired of playing.
Sure.
And, this team seems really hungry, and so we'll see how far we can take it.
And now you guys still got one game left in your regular season. You guys will draw Fort Stockton on Friday night, and a game. This is a team that's got not going to make the playoffs. For you, what do you tell your kids going into this game, knowing that really you've locked everything up? You guys are going to be the district champions. You guys are the number one seed coming out of 2-4A Division II. What's your message to your kids heading into this final week?
Well, it's really pretty easy. It's a home game, so it's the seniors' last game at home, last time they'll ever step on our football field. So that's real important. And secondly, we don't want to share the title. If we lose, then we've got to share the title. So we want to be the outright district champion. And I told them this morning, I said, if we're going to make a deep run, we got to come down off of big wins in the playoffs and get ready for the next one. So we're kind of approaching that like it's a playoff game after having a big win Friday. And you regroup on Monday, and here we go. So these seniors have done a good job of that all year, and I think they'll do it again. Speaking
of playoffs, it is on the horizon. You guys will draw Denver City in the first round of the playoffs, and that's already set. For you? I know you've still got one more game on Friday, but have you taken a look ahead to the playoffs? When does that process start for you as far as looking at not just your bi-district matchup with Denver City, but also Region 1 as a whole?
We really don't. We put together a bracket, but gosh, so many good teams there. You start looking ahead, then you'll be starting basketball on Monday, and so I just don't look ahead. We try to, we tell our kids not to do that, and coaches can't either. So the old cliche, take one game at a time. We're focused on Fort Stockton right now. And then Saturday morning we'll start getting ready for Denver City.
You certainly will, and they're the at least a share of the district champs. They're going to try to lock up that district championship for 2-4A Division II all to themselves when they play Fort Stockton on Friday night. He is Mickey Owens, the head coach of the 6-2 Monahans Lobos. Coach, appreciate your time. Congratulations on all your success. Good luck on Friday night, and I'm sure we'll be talking down the road.
Great, thank you.